Ooh. Come on, man. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and that'll help me out a ton. And hopefully it'll make sure you don't miss these, because you'll get that notification to know that they are going live. Now, we're finally back with Band-Maid. I've had countless emails, tweets, comments, DMs saying, please, when are you getting back to Band-Maid? Well, I was always going to get back to Band-Maid. The thing is, I try and vary the content on the channel. I try and make sure we provide new bands, older bands, go back to bands I haven't done for a while. There are some constants, like bands I'm going on a journey with, but I do my best to vary it, and I was always going to come back to them because I love them. So excited to be back here with Band-Maid. Enough talking. Let's start listening. Band-Maid Cross. Let's see what you got.
おかしくなるような淡い恋をして隠した嘘が僕は殺した君を思う時正しくなるのは呼び止めるように呼び止めるしかないの分かってるこの臆病な
Hang on a second. I want to go back to the beginning and explain something, because they are really good at building songs up. And this one started, ironically, quite powerfully, but without real power. And I'll explain. Usually when you refer to power in music, you're talking about volume, but you're also talking about frequency. And that's associated mostly with bass and, kick and a lot of drumming. And the reason is because of the low end of those frequencies. They have longer sound waves, and they travel further, and they hit you a bit harder in the chest. It's more of that vibration. You can actually feel a lot more of the lower end. And that wasn't present when they started. I think there was a quick kind of drum hit to kick it off, but then you had the guitars, which seemed panned quite far left and right. So whenever you have, I've said this again, I said this before, so I'll say it again just for anyone who's new to the channel. When you are watching a band, it's nice to have the audio replicate what you're seeing visually. So rhythm guitar panned left, and lead guitar panned right, because that's where they're standing on stage, and the vocals coming through the middle. Started out with that nice, it sounded like a nice palm reading, but it opened up on at the end of each kind of phrase, so you knew the next one was coming. Lead work on top is really cool. It feels like that lead work is restrained, but it's still giving each note the full amount of time to be open and clear. Sharp attack, long decay before it goes into the next one. And then just really pretty vocals on top, but no bass, no drums. And they're giving themselves a lot of room to build up. It did change slightly. You had more of that syncopated piece coming in when the drums actually did come in, but again, not in its full capacity. So they're creating a lot of room to, I'm sure, drop kick us in the chest with melody, as they always do. Can't wait.
おかしくなるような淡い恋をして隠した嘘が僕は殺した君を思う時正しくなるのは呼び止めるように呼び止めるしかないの分かってるこの臆病な僕を置いていけばいいから君はどうしようもないこの世界で愛されたいと叫んでる打たれない夜を少しでは隠して笑ってるんだ触れて歌えば壊してしまえばいいんだなんでもないこの未来がどうにでもなるような気がした明日の声が聞こえたら僕らはまだここにいるんだ日常追われて何もできないが胸の奥の確かな言葉探せるんだ
Hang on a second. There is a lot going on here, so I have to stop somewhere. I'm enjoying it, and for very good reason. It seems like, at the moment, structurally in the song, I have no idea where we are. I will refer to certain bits as pre-chorus, chorus. I don't know. And the reason I don't know is because there's so many well-placed melodies leading into each other and being shifted. But let's give this a go. The song broke into an awesome melodic piece, lots of power, the full band coming in, the full EQ as predicted. Really nice kind of build up, quick stop, and then just a short gap before they jumped in again, and that creates that kind of anti-climax, anti-scare, and then straight in again, which I love. Melody is awesome. The relationship between the backing vocals and main vocals are great. Ordinarily, you expect the main lead vocal to be the one that goes up in the harmony, and it did, but it also dropped and went under as well, which is really cool. Musically, was an intensification of what you heard earlier. So those palm-muted pieces became chords that just rang out. You still had the lead work on top. Bass was nice glue there, because from a percussive elements, it was keeping the tempo linking to the drums, but it was doing nice little melodic shuffles to get between those cycles and those chord ring outs. And then when I thought it was going to end, it sounds like it went into a key change. And to do that on your first chorus, if that's what that was, is just awesome. And then another surprise, because as I thought that was going to end, we were into something that could be a post chorus. It could be a little semi bridge early on in the song. But it doesn't sound like that verse piece, which was more frenetic and more like high paced. I don't know where we're going, but I love it because it feels like structurally they're dipping their toes into new waters, and that's what I want from them. A lot of their music is quite predictable in terms of the structure, and there's nothing wrong with that because that's the style they play, and they're awesome. I've said it before, I will say it again. They are an incredible band, fantastic musicians, use your words, Chase, and they're not only important to the fans and the genre, but they're important to the music industry. I am very grateful to be able to discover them now when I have more of an understanding about what they're doing and why it's so special, as well as just generally being alive while they're making this music. I can't wait to hear more of it, and big fan. Don't think I've heard the lead guitarist sing yet. Don't think so. Nice. Vocal choir effect. And when you do that kind of thing, obviously you've got the crowd doing it, but when you've got more than one vocal, it actually matters less about the individual skill. It's more about them just kind of gluing together, and the total sum cancels out any things you don't want to hear, and it just sounded really cool. Band-Maid doing Band-Maid things. Hang on. They just can't miss, can they? Even in that second verse piece, very different start to it, very different second half of that phrasing as well, because the lead work sounded very different to me. It followed a similar pattern in terms of there being a defined lead piece on top of a rhythm section, but it didn't follow the same pattern in terms of the phonetic back and forth kind of seesaw that you would see in the first verse. So I like that a lot. You heard them dip there into a lack of intensity to provide power. That quick build up again. They are hitting, and they're hitting every ball out the park. They're ticking every box for me right now, because it's the Band-Maid I know and love, but they're challenging the structure of the song, and that makes me happy. Okay. Ooh. What riff am I hearing there? Sounds very rock and roll. Let me go back there. So, ironically, there is a pattern and structure to what they're doing, even though it's very different to what I know. That was the chorus. That was the start of it. There was a key shift in there. They've done it again. I love that. I love how they're challenging themselves on that piece. just powerful melody. There's moments where I feel sad I don't understand the language, and I can't hear the lyrics in terms of, I can't interpret the lyrics and kind of hear them the way that you would a song that is in your kind of native language. But then there are parts where I'm grateful for that, because I can still get the melody and function, but I can then zone in on the instrumentation and music, which is a masterclass. I think these girls are magical, absolutely magical. Important. Okay, there it is. I heard some stuff in the build-ups, where I mentioned the kind of quick stop before it goes into the chorus. I heard some build-up stuff that wasn't either one of the guitars, but it could have been a guitar effect ringing out and being wound up by the volume knob. But it sounds like there is a potential track in the background there that you can hear, because it sounded like it with this as it was creeping up there. There's certain things you can have, like a reversed cymbal that has an exponential fade, it has a harsh stop. There's certain synth work you can hear in that as well. And I need to have another listen, but it does sound like there's a track in the back. It's not, by no means is it taken away from the live performance. It's just an enhancement, something small at the back that helps kind of make it better. And I think it's awesome. That guitar riff is really cool. A lot of the rock and roll pieces you can hear by that no. It's that phrasing. And depending where you put that, gives you your originality, but it keeps the style. And I've written a lot of pieces like that, and I'm loving that because of the chord shuffle. It looks like if you're playing like a C chord, but it's higher up, and that with the brightness of it into that lower end rock and roll piece is just absolutely awesome. Nice quick lead word. Very short, powerful, impactful. Ooh. Come on, man. Delayed stop, shorter stops earlier, more delayed stop now, but even after that. So they then left it and syncopated just after the hits where you thought it was going to come in. So not only a delay in terms of the phrasing, but a delay in terms of the start beat. Good. Intelligent. What can you say about that besides thank you? Because melodic masterclass, structurally a bit different, fresh, nice pace to it, nice energy. Whenever I listen to them, I feel better afterwards. I feel energized. I feel like whatever the task that I have for that day is, I can do it. And that's what makes music so special, so important, is how you interpret the pace, the lyrics, the meaning, the power, and what you do with it after. And music is a beautiful thing. So that was awesome, and so glad to be back on the Band-Maid wagon. Can't wait for the next one. Until then, please be safe, be nice to each other, and have a damn good day.